Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 217 of our BU 365-day challenge to do one thing every day that improves us. This month we are focusing on confidence, and today's topic is self-esteem. I've got a little card about it, and it says, feel worthy and able to meet all of life's challenges. That's what self-esteem means to most people. And today I'm going to share 7 different ways to improve our self-esteem and 10 different ways to increase our confidence. And from that, we're going to pick one of them to practice today to see how it makes us feel. And if you would like to share that in the comments below, that would be awesome. All right, so what are these things? Confidence, of course, is a measure of the faith that we have in ourselves and in our own abilities. Self-esteem is about our sense of self, how we actually feel and what we think about ourselves. And we talked about our confidence, thoughts, and beliefs. We've rated where our confidence is in the beginning of the month. We'll probably check in at the end of the month. But it involves both our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings, and the influences from outside of us and how we internalize and how we decide what those things mean and how we're perceived by others. Everything is how we interpret the experiences and the influences and the things that happen around us and to us, right? So what are some ways to increase our self-esteem? There's lots of ways, but here's a list I found on the internet that I thought was pretty good, so let's share that. Number 1, identify and challenge your negative beliefs. Now, we covered a bunch of beliefs, and I would say for the rest of this month, we should just be aware of any time a belief comes up for us about whether we're capable of something and how we feel about ourselves. And don't assume that it's true or true for you. Challenge it and say, is that really true for me? Or is that just something from many years ago, from a past experience I had? And yeah, I felt that way at the time, but now I am much older and much wiser, and I can choose how I want to respond to or feel about that. Number 2, identify positive things about yourself. All of us have positive attributes, positive characteristics, positive things about us, and all of us have things that we like a little less or that we can't stand about ourselves. We all have things about women, especially body things that we don't like, and experience, relationships, things that we've had that we don't like. We've also had many, many more in almost every one of our lives. There have always been way more positive, way more good things, way more positive things about us than negative. Yet, the world teaches us to get those red check marks. What did you do wrong in school? Not what did you do right. What did you say wrong in a relationship? What did you say right, etc. So we're always beating ourselves up and measuring ourselves against other people's standards. And I'm going to sneeze, excuse me. Number 3, build positive relationships and avoid negative ones. How do I know if it's a positive relationship? Do I feel good in the relationship more often than I feel bad? And if I feel bad in the relationship, should I really be involved in it at all? That one took me a long time to learn. Number 4, give yourself a break. Cut yourself some slack. Treat yourself the way you would your best friend instead of always criticizing and always putting yourself down and always beating yourself up for things you should have said, you should have done, you should have. I think we should just throw away should and should-has most of the time. Number 5, become more assertive and learn to say no. This is one that I learned, and I probably took it too far to the other side because my kids laugh now because they're like, you say no to everything first, and then about 2 minutes later you change your mind and you say yes. And I do that, but when my kids were little, it was hard to say no to them. So I decided I would have this no first policy so that I could buy myself some time to think about whether I really wanted them to do something or not. I don't know if it's the best strategy, but it worked when they were little. Number 6, improve your physical health. Take care of yourself. Every area and aspect of our life is improved when we get enough sleep, we eat right, we move and exercise, we drink enough fluids and water, we take care of ourselves. And then number 7, take on challenges. And this reminds me of our idiom for Supersize Your Business today, about our comfort zone is the idiom today. And we're going to be stretching our comfort zone because we only change and grow and expand and create the life we want when we're stretching the edges of our comfort zone. Okay, so that's 7 ways that we can build self-esteem in terms of meaning, how do we feel about ourselves? And then 10 ways to improve and build confidence. This is a good list as well. Number 1, get things done. Don't procrastinate, don't put things off, because then you have a reason to beat yourself up. But if you just do things when you say you're going to do them and get them done, you feel so much better. You get this sense of accomplishment. It doesn't have to be big things. Every little thing that you do, you can decide to have a sense of accomplishment with. Monitor your progress, number 2. Number 3, do the right thing, whether people are looking or not. Always do the thing that feels right to you in every situation, and you never have anything to feel bad about. Number 4, exercise. Again, take care of yourself. Number 5, be fearless. That's a challenge for all of us all the time. Number 6, stand up for yourself. Don't be a doormat. Stand up for yourself and what you believe in. Number 7, follow through. Do what you say you're going to do. We can get away with not doing something we say we're going to do and not following it through with other people some of the time. Some people get away with not following through all of the time. But the truth is, we always know internally whether we did what we said we're going to do, whether we followed through, whether we kept our word to ourselves or not. And if we don't, we're not hurting anyone else, we're only hurting ourselves. Number 8, think long-term versus short-term. So often we find ourselves in an experience and we act like it's going to be that way our entire life when it's only just a little episode. Number 9, don't care what others think. What other people think of you is none of your business. What other people think of me is none of my business. And number 10, do more of what makes you happy. I think that's a great list. So today, pick something on either of those lists or come up with something for yourself that makes you feel more self-confident or have more self-esteem, and do that. And if you have a lesson learned or an aha, please share it in the comments below so we can celebrate with you. All right, have an awesome day. Any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.